And good morning, everybody. It is a lovely Monday morning in downtown Chandler. It is December the 7th, and we have a special guest here that we're doing a preview of Saturday. And this is Stefan Polando of State 48 fame. And Stefan, you've written a book.
I have written a book, John, yes. I wrote a book about my experience both with State 48 and also with Sobriety. I released it on October 20th. That was my 10 years of sobriety. And so I felt like it was important to share what my journey was like and then also tell a little bit of the backstory of State 48.
Mm-hmm. And State 48, it comes across as an overnight success, but
Yeah.
it was a lot of work.
Yeah, no, it was not overnight. It was over so many nights, in fact. And we grew from selling t-shirts out of our house and then ended up with office space a few years later. And then now it's obviously very, very locally recognized. And it honestly is an incredible journey. I left the company in February. I had a really harmonious buyout with one of my partners. I still keep a close relationship with both of my partners with State 48. I still own a small percentage, but for the most part, I'm out of the day to day, and it gave me time to write this book and to kind of do some other things in life that I want to do. And a lot of that is focused on helping people get sober or kind of just being an ear or lending any knowledge I have about that experience for me and how it can be helpful for others.
And you write about that very candidly in the book.
Yeah.
And so, how do you think the people who read it, who might know somebody or have experience with that, how do you think they're going to take it?
So that is actually one of the biggest reasons I wrote the book is because it's very difficult to have those conversations with the people in your lives. I know from my firsthand experience, there's so many people kind of look the other way and don't know how to approach that conversation if they know that you're struggling or. So I wanted to kind of put out there what I had experienced, and one of the great things about State 48 that most people I feel don't even know is that the two people who ended up being my partners in the business were also two of the people who were most influential in me getting sober. And so the way the universe worked out, and that's a lot of what I write about, is how influential these two people were in my life. And then I had an idea in State 48 that allowed them to do what they want to do in life with my brother doing graphic design and Mike having the clothing line of his dreams. So a lot of what the book is about is how you can approach those situations and help people who might be struggling.
And you mentioned Mike and Nicholas, and they're very important to you.
Yeah, I mean, they're both my brothers. Nick is literally my brother, and Mike and I have been friends since we were 6 years old. We've been through so much together, owning a business together. There are so many instances where friends own a business together and it goes wrong at some point, and there's some sort of ugly breakup. That wasn't the case for us. Mike and I had several really good discussions over the last few months that I was with State 48. The negotiation process for my buyout was honestly, it was pretty easy in comparison. We never got lawyers involved. We didn't do any of that. We found a situation where both of us could be happy, and that was always most important to me. Is I want them to be happy. I want to be happy, and not to say that I wasn't happy in State 48. There's just other things I want to do in life, and I felt like I could be happier, and I didn't want to be complacent and just keep doing the same thing when I know there's more to life than that.
And you wrote the book as one of the first challenges.
Yeah, that was my primary goal. Obviously, 2020 went nothing like I planned because it went nothing like anybody planned. I thought I was going to do a little more travel, but it allowed me to sit down and focus and just kind of get all of these things in my head onto paper. And I had a lot of great help along the way. John, you actually edit my book, which was crazy because my last day at State 48, I delivered an order to Sibley's, and I mentioned that I wanted to do this, and you're like, well, hey, my background's in editing, so if you need help. And I was like, well, what a wonderful twist of fate that was. We had already had a great working relationship, and we were able to further that, so that was awesome. And then another one of the graphic designers at State 48 helped me with the cover. My brother actually uses a drone to take the photo that is the cover.
Ooh.
And so it's really cool how so many of the connections with State 48 ended up being a huge part of my book as well.
And what's ahead?
I mean, honestly, right now I'm obviously a first-time author, so I'm gonna try and do some book signings. I'm gonna try and get some just get some more eyeballs on the book. And then, like I said, I want to get more involved when it comes to helping people get sober and do what I can to continue to make a positive impact on my community, because that's something I took a lot of pride in with State 48.
And obviously with COVID, it's really been hard to get out to see it. And our thinking was that this Saturday would be a chance for you to meet with people. We'll do it in a nice social distancing, meet and greet, book signing kind of way. But it's important because Chandler's your hometown.
Yes, absolutely.
And Chandler High and State 48. So a lot of connections to Chandler, and it'd be great if we had some of your friends and family come out. And it's from 10 a.m. until noon this Saturday, December the 12th. The farmers market is going on starting at 9 o'clock. We also have the tumbleweed tree, and so all the decorations and things to see. And are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm actually missing the Michigan-Ohio State game to do the book signing, so it's a pretty big deal for me, but I'm excited. And like you said, Chandler is my hometown, obviously, and it's been so good to me and to all of us at State 48. And so I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited to meet more people and talk about it. A lot of the feedback I've got about the book, about how raw and honest it is, that's been really, really humbling for me. And I really am excited to just get it in more people's hands. And with the holiday season, I think it makes a great gift. I feel like everybody knows somebody who has struggled or is struggling, and so I think it's a really important message. That's why I wrote it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting some more people. Like you said, Saturday, 10 to noon, right here at Sibley's West, and I think it'll be great.
And congratulations.
Hey, thanks so much, and thank you for your help.